And our fight fans, 2 diamonds, 1 ring. Tonight will shine the brightest. Fort Worth, Texas. It's golden time.
Introducing you first, fighting out of the red corner, wearing red, white, and blue trunks and hailing from Clearwater, Florida. He weighed in at a ready 146 1/4 pounds. He is undefeated in his campaign with a record of 27 wins, no losses, 1 no decision, and 22 big wins coming by way of knockout. Tonight, making the 3rd defense of his title, ladies and gentlemen, here's the hard-hitting, undefeated, and reigning WBA welterweight champion of the world, introducing Keith Thurman.
Boxing fans,
Are you ready?
ladies and gentlemen, in the ring at this time, please welcome.
Pushing first out of the red corner, he wears the black trunks with silver trim, gray, weighing in 153 1/4 pounds. His professional record, undefeated with 20 victories, no defeats, 1 draw. He brings 13 wins by way of knockout, fighting out of Coachella, California. Ladies and gentlemen, the defending WBC interim super welterweight champion, the towering Inferno, Sebastian Fundora.
Boxing fans, this is not just another fight. This is a dangerous clash of power, pressure, and pure ring intelligence. Keith Thurman returns with something to prove, while Sebastian Fundora steps in as the towering nightmare ready to break expectations. This matchup instantly grabs attention because it's a rare stylistic war: speed versus volume, experience versus hunger. Thurman brings explosive counters and veteran composure, but Fundora brings relentless pressure and unnatural height for the division. The moment this fight begins, every second will feel tense, unpredictable, and explosive. Keith Thurman has built his career on power, timing, and elite boxing IQ. Known as One Time, he earned that nickname by finishing opponents with a single clean shot. His biggest wins against Sean Porter and Danny Garcia proved he could dominate top-level competition under pressure. Thurman doesn't just fight, he calculates every move, setting traps and punishing mistakes. Even after setbacks, he remains one of the most dangerous and experienced fighters in the division. This fight is his opportunity to remind the world that his power and ring control are still elite. On the other side, Sebastian Fundora is one of the most unique fighters in boxing today. Standing nearly 6'6", he should fight at long range, but instead, he chooses chaos. Fundora applies pressure like a shorter fighter, attacking the body and throwing relentless combinations. His performances against tough opponents like Erickson Lubin showed his ability to survive brutal wars and still come out victorious. That fight alone proved Fundora is not just tall, he is tough, aggressive, and mentally unbreakable. Against Thurman, his unusual style could become his biggest weapon. When we analyze Thurman's fighting style, it becomes clear why he has remained a top name for so long. He uses sharp footwork, explosive counters, and intelligent distance control to dominate opponents. His ability to move in and out quickly allows him to land clean shots while avoiding damage. Thurman's defensive awareness also plays a major role, making him difficult to hit cleanly. Against a pressure fighter like Fundora, these skills will be critical. If Thurman controls the pace early, he can frustrate Fundora and force him into mistakes that could change the entire fight. Fundora's style, however, is built to break fighters mentally and physically. He throws punches in high volume, constantly pushing forward without giving opponents time to breathe. His body attacks are especially dangerous, slowly draining energy and weakening resistance. Even when hit, Fundora keeps moving forward, showing incredible durability and determination. This kind of pressure can overwhelm even experienced fighters. Against Thurman, Fundora will aim to close the distance quickly and turn the fight into a war. If he succeeds, the momentum could shift in his favor faster than expected. Training camp will play a massive role in this fight. Thurman's preparation is expected to focus on speed, conditioning, and precision. He needs to stay sharp for all rounds, avoiding prolonged exchanges on the inside. His team will likely emphasize movement drills and counterpunching strategies to neutralize Fundora's pressure. Thurman knows that one mistake against a volume puncher can cost him rounds or even the fight. That's why his training must be disciplined, focused, and strategic. If he enters the ring fully prepared, his experience could become the deciding factor. Fundora's training camp, on the other hand, will be built around endurance and relentless aggression. His goal is simple: break Thurman over time. Expect intense conditioning sessions, body attack drills, and sparring focused on closing distance. Fundora's team understands that they cannot allow Thurman to fight comfortably at range. Every round must feel like pressure, forcing Thurman to react rather than control. If Fundora's conditioning holds up, he could dominate the later rounds where fatigue becomes a factor. This is where his youth and stamina could give him a serious advantage. One of the most important factors in this fight is distance control. Thurman needs space to operate, while Fundora needs to eliminate that space completely. This battle will define the outcome. If Thurman keeps the fight at mid to long range, he can land clean counters and control the pace. But if Fundora successfully cuts off the ring and traps him inside, the fight becomes dangerous instantly. Every step, every movement, and every angle will matter. This is not just physical. It's a chess match where positioning decides who gains control. Looking at their past performances, both fighters have shown moments of dominance and vulnerability. Thurman has proven he can outbox elite fighters, but he has also shown signs of slowing down in tough fights. Fundora, meanwhile, has demonstrated incredible toughness, but has been hit cleanly in exchanges. This creates an unpredictable scenario where both fighters have clear paths to victory. The question is, who can execute their game plan better? In a fight like this, discipline and adaptability often matter more than raw talent or power. As the fight enters the middle rounds, momentum will become a key factor. Early rounds may favor Thurman's speed and sharpness, but Fundora's pressure could begin to take effect as the fight progresses. This is where endurance, mental strength, and ring intelligence will collide. If Thurman starts to slow down, Fundora will increase his output and push harder. But if Thurman maintains control and continues landing clean shots, he could build a strong lead on the scorecards. These middle rounds will likely determine who takes control of the fight. As the fight moves into the championship rounds, experience will begin to separate these two fighters. Keith Thurman has been in high-pressure situations before, going full distance against elite opponents and adapting under fire. That level of experience cannot be taught. It is earned through wars inside the ring. On the other hand, Sebastian Fundora thrives in chaos, but he hasn't faced many opponents with Thurman's ring IQ and counter-punching precision. If the fight reaches deep waters, the ability to stay calm and make smart decisions could determine who controls the final moments. One of Thurman's biggest advantages in this matchup is his ability to land explosive, fight-changing punches. Throughout his career, he has proven that a single counter can shift momentum instantly. His timing is elite, and against a forward-moving fighter like Fundora, opportunities will be there. However, the risk is also high. Fundora absorbs punches but keeps advancing, which could force Thurman into uncomfortable exchanges. If Thurman cannot hurt Fundora early, he may find himself dealing with increasing pressure as the rounds progress. This balance between power and control will be crucial. Fundora's path to victory is built on pressure, volume, and mental breakdown. He does not need one big punch to win. He needs consistency. By attacking the body and throwing combinations, he slowly drains his opponent's energy. Against Thurman, this strategy becomes even more important. If he can reduce Thurman's movement and limit his counter opportunities, the fight begins to shift. Fundora's height and reach also create awkward angles, making it difficult for opponents to defend comfortably. Over time, this constant pressure could wear Thurman down and open the door for a late stoppage. Another key factor in this fight is durability. Both fighters have shown toughness, but in very different ways. Thurman relies on defense and movement to avoid damage, while Fundora is willing to take shots to give them back. This difference creates a dangerous dynamic. If Thurman starts getting caught clean, it could affect his confidence and rhythm. But if Fundora takes too many clean counters, he could walk into something big. Durability is not just about taking punches, it's about how fighters respond after being hit. That response could define the fight's turning point. Let's not forget the psychological battle happening inside the ring. Thurman carries the mindset of a former champion trying to reclaim dominance, while Fundora enters as the rising force, looking to prove he belongs at the top. Motivation plays a huge role in fights like this. Thurman wants to silence doubters and show he still has elite-level ability. Fundora wants to shock the boxing world and elevate his career to a new level. When both fighters are hungry, the intensity increases, and the fight becomes more unpredictable with every passing round. If we break down the fight technically, Thurman's best strategy is clear, stay mobile, control distance, and pick shots carefully. He must avoid prolonged exchanges and use his experience to outsmart Fundora. Every round he wins cleanly puts pressure on Fundora to take more risks. On the other side, Fundora must close the distance quickly and turn the fight into a high-volume battle. He cannot allow Thurman to settle into a rhythm. This contrast in strategies makes the fight incredibly exciting because only one style can truly dominate. As we approach the final rounds, fatigue will become a major factor. This is where Fundora's conditioning could give him an edge. If he continues pushing forward without slowing down, Thurman may struggle to maintain his movement and defensive sharpness. However, Thurman's experience in pacing himself could also play a role. He knows how to manage energy and choose moments wisely. These final rounds could turn into a dramatic showdown where both fighters dig deep and push beyond their limits. This is where true champions are revealed. Now comes the big question: who wins this fight? On paper, it's incredibly close. Thurman has the edge in experience, power, and ring IQ, while Fundora holds advantages in size, pressure, and endurance. If Thurman executes his game plan perfectly, he can outbox Fundora and win on points, or even score a late knockout. But if Fundora successfully imposes his pressure and turns the fight into a war, he could break Thurman down over time. This is a true 50-50 fight, where execution matters more than reputation. My final prediction leans slightly toward Keith Thurman, but not easily. If he stays disciplined and avoids unnecessary exchanges, he can control the fight and secure a decision victory. However, this will not be a comfortable win. Fundora will have moments where he applies serious pressure and tests Thurman's durability. There is also a real possibility of a late stoppage if Fundora overwhelms him. This fight is dangerous for both men, and one mistake could change everything instantly. Expect drama, intensity, and multiple momentum shifts. No matter who wins, this fight has all the ingredients of a modern classic. It's a clash of styles, generations, and mental strength. Fans can expect action, tension, and unforgettable moments from start to finish. If you're a true boxing fan, this is the kind of fight you cannot miss. Make sure to subscribe to MMA Knockout for more high-level breakdowns, predictions, and fight analysis. Because here, we don't just talk boxing, we break it down like never before. And trust me, when Thurman and Fundora step into the ring, the world will be watching.